This next bout being contested between boxers from Morocco and Cameroon.
And in the blue corner, représentant le Cameroun, Mambo. Referee de ce combat nous vient de Corée, Shaw. Juge 1, Allemagne. Juge 2, Kazakhstan. Juge 3, Jordanie. Juge 4, Lithuania. Juge 5, Ukraine.
And there is the boxer from Cameroon, the tournament number 4 seed, 34 years of age, Dorian Mambou. Judges from Great Britain, Kazakhstan, Jordan, Lithuania, and Ukraine. The arbiters of this one from their ringside positions. Well, there is Wadad Burtal. 20 years of age, the Moroccan representative, part of a full-strength Moroccan boxing team composed of 5 women and 8 men. Dorian Mambou comes in as the reigning All-Africa Games bronze medalist in the 57-kilogram tournament. And he's the reigning Cameroonian national champion, having taken back-to-back titles in 2018 and 2019. Most recent title last year came at 60 kilograms. 2018 was down at 57, so she's capable of moving up and down the weight classes, competing here in the 57-kilogram weight bracket. Jung-Suk Cho of Korea is the referee in charge of this one. So the head guard in position and fixed as it should be. Well, not quite, because the chin strap needs some adjustment, according to the referee. Not quite sure how closely she's considering the comfort of the boxer, but she wants it strapped up more tightly. So it's Morocco in red, Cameroon in blue. And eager to get into the fray is Wadad Burtal of Morocco. There's the bell she answers to get this 57-kilogram featherweight contest underway. Both of these boxers contesting in their first bout of the tournament, because they both received byes in the first preliminary round, as did many boxers. Remember, just 11 boxers in the featherweight bracket, and of course the quarter-final stage made up of 8. So very few boxers were forced to compete or had the opportunity to compete in the first round of action. Immediately onto the front foot is the tournament number 4 seed, Dorian Mambou of Cameroon in blue. Beautiful left jab by the boxer in blue. And she scores with a hard right hand to the torso of Wadad Burtal of Morocco, the boxer in red.
Yep, she put that right down the middle there, Ronald, didn't she? That was a very, very strong-looking shot to start out this bout.
So a minute gone in the opening round. Oh, nice boxing off the ropes. The 3-shot combination punctuated by a brilliant right hand, and then Burtal skipping away laterally to her left.
Was just about to say some lovely footwork afterwards as well. Really smart tactic to employ as early as the first round. Get in, score your shots, and get back out again. Lovely boxing there from Burtal. Tries to slide right this time, but it's trapped.
So approaching the midpoint of the opening round, Burtal, perpetual motion on the perimeter of the boxing ring. And Mambou isn't really cutting off the ring, she's rather following around.
She's following her around. You've just taken the words out my mouth there, Ronald. She's literally following her ring around the rosy rather than cutting across the ring. Hopefully her corner will advise her on that, not to follow Burtal around. That's exactly what Burtal would want with this tactics that she set out to employ. If she can get her straight shots off while quickly darting out the range, she's going to build up quite a comprehensive lead that will be really, really hard for Mambou to come back from towards the end of this bout, certainly.
Well, Mambou's quickening her feet, but still going in pursuit of Burtal rather than cutting off the avenue of escape. So intriguing contest, this one. Burtal keen to get in and out without response, and there's a double phase attack. Now that was impressive from Mambou because she saw that the first attack fell short. She kept the feet going, pinned Burtal to the ropes, and did score with a right hand.
That's what she has to do. She has to continually do that time and again. And what she's just done there, try and literally drag Burtal into a scrap.
So Mambou adjusting her tactics as this opening round has progressed, and terrific right hand success on 2 occasions for the boxer in blue. She did get closer during the course of that 3-minute round, and in the closing stages she landed a couple of cracking right hands.
Fantastic shot. She scored so very well at the end. Maybe it's just taken her a little bit time to get going there, Ronald.
Did say, remember, it's the first contest for both of these boxers. They've had a lengthy wait to get their campaigns underway as we take a look at some of the action from that first round.
Well, I think that was the earlier part of the first round where Burtal was scoring really well. That was when she tried to slide off to the right, but she was trapped by a Cameroonian opponent. Again, these girls found themselves in the clinch often.
So a 3-2 split, judges A, B and C favouring the good work from Burtal in the first half of the round, judges D and E favouring the work of Mambou. Perhaps a fair reflection of a round that was a case of 2 halves.
Well, what the judges might remember was the last thing, and the last thing was a very, very good attack from Mambou from Cameroon. Strong right hands.
So the referee calls time to begin round number 2. Wadad Burtal also competed at the All Africa Games in Rabat, Morocco last year. Good left jab, and again she's skitting away backwards. But look at the quicker feet from Mambou, looking to maraud her way forwards and get to the body of the boxer in red. But in that All Africa Games, Burtal lost in the first preliminary round to the boxer we've just seen, Konosi, who eventually took gold for Botswana. Rather unfortunate to run up against her in the first round of the draw, but that is tournament boxing.
That's what happens. Olympic-style boxing, you will not know unless you're seeded who you can come up against, and you've got to be so well prepared to deal with all these contrasting styles that you might face. A tall southpaw one day, short, stocky, muscular opponent the second day. You have to be prepared for everything, Ronald.
And that is the advantage of having a lengthy Olympic boxing pedigree, as you did, as so many world champions have done. Of course, there are counters to that apprenticeship, people who don't have a lengthy amateur career and go on and do great things in the pros. But as you say, you see such variety, you box in so many conditions. It really is a terrific grounding.
It's your education.
So after the head guard adjusted, there's more success for Burtal on the resumption with mid-range punches, but Mambou looking to close the distance. But look at the arcing punch success from Burtal, who dug in an uppercut to just deter the advancing Mambou.
Well, the first heavy exchange of this round, Burtal certainly came out on top there, landing a couple of clean shots more than Mambou, but Mambou continuing to force the action, Ronald.
Well, Mambou getting herself in a bit of a tangle there and found herself looking away from Burtal, which resulted in Burtal landing a rabbit punch to the rear of the head.
Yep, I think the punches were already on the way when they were landed there. I don't think that was a deliberate foul from Burtal there.
But Burtal using the space of the ring terrifically, and she is making Mambou fall short. Now in the second half of the opening round, remember, Mambou came with more than one phase of attack. So when the first phase fell short, she kept the attack going and did have success with a second wave of attack. Yep. Can she do similar here? Because in the first half of the round, it's Burtal who's had the better of it.
Burtal's literally running away with this round up to this point. Will we see Mambou come on strong a little bit earlier than we did at the end of the first round, where she certainly came on strong with those two really impressive right hands?
So Burtal continuing to navigate the ring effectively, skipping away to her right, left, then right. And Mambou's really struggling to close the distance. And when she did close the distance, she's waiting for the command of break from the ref. Surely investing in body shots would be... Oh, cracking three-punch combination from Bertal, and again running her into that left hand. Really good work from the boxer in red.
Yep, she's settled in far better into the second round to the later part of the round. With a minute left in the last round, Mambou was coming on fairly strongly, but Bertal seems to have her right where she wants her just now, turning southpaw, flicking out. A couple of southpaw jabs there. Mambou not listening to the instructions.
And turning southpaw, she's not putting anything on that lead right hand at all. It literally is a flick.
It's a flick. But
it's a scoring shot. It's landed with sufficient force, and Mambou is struggling to get to grips with this elusive Moroccan boxer. Very good use of the ring in the second round. She wasn't running because she was punctuating her movement with scoring punches. And Mambou chasing shadows for the majority of that second round.
Punching after the bell as well. Not hearing too clearly. Maybe her head guards blocked the ears up. But pretty much like Sanucci in the last bout, Ronald, when she's got close, she's not really let the hands go the way that she probably should to try and get an advantage. Here we see some of the repeats of that round. That was at the start of the second round, where Bertal landed in succession 2 or 3 punches in the space of 10 seconds. She put a couple of very good attacks in. There's that 1, 2, 3 before moving away.
And Bertal sweeping the second round in unanimous fashion. Remember, the first round was a 3-2 split in favor of Bertal. So this boxer has got it all to do now. It's all square on the cards of judges D and E, but this boxer, وداد Bertal, leads 20-18 for judges A, B, and C. So into the third and final round then, and Dorian Mambou, the reigning All-Africa Games bronze medalist, has got to come on like a steam train here to try and slow down this fleet-footed Moroccan boxer. Falling short with the first attack once again, but she is continuing to pursue her and not take a step to her right to cut off the avenue of escape.
Yeah, the corner have certainly not filled her in on that, which is pretty odd, considering she does seem like a pressure fighter. She looks much more comfortable advancing.
Well, the onus is on Mambou to try and do something different here, because Bertal is slipping and sliding around the boxing ring like Mercury, not staying still for a moment.
Yeah, she's certainly doing a very good job now. Just holding on there, not giving Mambou the opportunity to work up close. Good right hand to the body from Mambou. Will we see a last 2-minute surge from her, Ronald?
Well, she needs something in that department in terms of non-stop punching. There's a good left hand dug in just above the belt line from Mambou, but again, she's content to allow the clinch to continue rather than freeing her hands and letting them go. Approaching the midpoint of the third and final round. Terrific exchange of shots. Bertal with an eye-catching jab.
When Mambou landed that right hand again through the middle.
So this is where Mambou needs to be working away. She's being tied up cleverly by Bertal. She tries to free that left hand, but look at that, the two of them engaging in grappling, and Mambou not able to work on the inside.
No, she can't get her hands free to punch. Bertal takes a walk, trying to regroup, get herself back together.
Nice left-right combination landed by Mambou, but she needs more. She needs a really eye-catching burst, which will put Bertal under pressure, because she hasn't managed to close the distance with any regularity, and Bertal has used the space of the ring very effectively indeed.
Yep, she sure has used that big ring to full advantage. She's glided around with relative ease. She's went much anywhere she wanted to go.
And you can see that Mambou perhaps increasing signs of desperation in her attacks now. She's hit a couple of times on the break. She's tied up once again, and Bertal doing a veteran's job of holding up her left hand as though she's not doing anything. Meanwhile, beneath her right arm, she tucked the left glove of Mambou, and a point has been taken away for excessive holding. So this could have a change in the complexion of the round. Frenetic finish to the third and final stanza here. And we are going to have to put this into context, Alex, because a point has been docked from the work of وداد برطال, who appeared to be winning that third round at something of a canter. Now let's just remind our viewers how things stand. It was a 3-2 split in the first round for judges A, B and C in favour of وداد برطال. She swept the second round 5-0, meaning that she leads 20-18 for judges A, B and C. It's all square at 19 points apiece for judges D and E. Now in the third and final round, a point has been docked from the work of برطال. Remember, it's the 10-point must system, so one boxer must score 10. In the event that برطال won, the scorecard would read 10 minus 1. It could be a 9-9 round. This is going to be nerve-wracking for both boxers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by points in the red corner.
And it's برطال who has got it. وداد برطال, a winner on points over the tournament number 4 seed, Dorian Mambou, the All-Africa Games bronze medalist from Rabat, Morocco last year, eliminated. وداد برطال boxed brilliantly using the space of the ring, and she is absolutely elated at having booked her place in the semi-finals of the tournament, where she will face the tournament number 1 seed Kanosi from Botswana. But that point deduction did place the outcome in increasing jeopardy.
Yep, it certainly did. Well, we counted it up, Ronald, and you know, like you said, it just makes it that much narrower. And she wasn't previously on for holding. It just took the point right away. Maybe a tiny bit unfair.
And throughout the rounds,
yeah,
she was